Hello, my friends. Good morning to you all. Wherever you are, good afternoon, good evening. But here it's a beautiful sunshine morning and I love it. Today, I want to share with you something about I see that is going around in the world, and that is the economy. Everybody is starting to feel the pinch in their pocketbook, how I am going to be able to afford things and so forth because of the inflation. And each person has their difficulties or their challenges, so to speak. But today I want to encourage you by showing you or making you aware of the mindset you hold, a rich mindset versus a poor mindset. And that's the topic of the subject today. A rich mindset is always feeling the abundance. It doesn't matter what happens. And a poor mindset will always feel poor because they have a lack mindset. And the difference is, say for instance, I was, living in a 1,200 square feet home. And I have a beautiful wife. I have a good job that I go to work, get a paycheck. I have a wonderful daughter and a great son-in-law. And I'm living a good life. I drive a standard car, as say Toyota Camry. I'll just give it, or a Corolla, whatever it is. It's just an average car according to the world standard, but to me, it's very comfy. It does the work that I want it to and takes me places. Now, to me, I feel like I'm the richest man on the planet Earth because I am blessed with everything that I have in my dispose. Now, a lack mindset would be a person who lives in a 5,000 square foot home, has a decent job, has a wonderful wife, has great kids, and drives a Mercedes Benz or a BMW. And they feel, oh, I don't have a 10,000 square feet home. I don't have this amazing wife that my friend or my colleague has. My kids are horrible. They don't listen to me. And my job is, the boss is a horrible person, doesn't give me raises, and so forth. Now you look at this person compared to me, who has a 1,200 square feet. Now, who is rich? Monetarily, he is obviously doing better, so to speak, but his mindset is so poor that he finds lack. He finds that 5,000 square feet home is not good enough for him. So he's having trouble enjoying his life. Now, the gas prices have gone up, food prices has gone up. His attitude is, oh, look at me. I'm making all this money and yet I can't afford it. But somebody like me, my wages are not as great as the other one. But we find creative ways to adjust to what the income is coming to the inflation. My wife and I, we work as a team and we decide to say, okay, we are gonna do this. And if we don't do this, we'll be able to do something else and kind of manage our money to the way where we can enjoy what we have and not feel the lack that we are missing out. So having a frame of mind to enjoy life with what you have is going to surpass everything. And we are never going to be able to feel in want. But the person who has it all and yet feels lack is poor. And then, of course, we do monetarily as well. A person who makes $1,000 a week versus a person who makes $5,000 a week, $1,000 a week person might always feel like I can't afford this because they're always looking for something that they can't afford. They are not looking at what they can afford and what they can do. Okay, I can't go to the movies every week, but I can go twice in a month. I can go out to eat every week, but I can go at least once a month. We find our happiness in the circumstances we are in. And when we do that, we end up feeling rich. We feeling an abundance. And when we dissect our mindset and start thinking on an abundance, we are only gonna be feeling great, regardless of what happens in the world. New thing is eggs. Eggs have become so expensive, and I see a lot of memes on Facebook about it. But to say is, yes, eggs are expensive, but how I can adjust over here to get those eggs in my financial savviness, I'll be able to have eggs. But because we can't have eggs every day with our breakfast anymore, we start feeling, we start blaming the world. We get so bent out of shape that we are not able to enjoy what we do have. Many times we miss the boat on achieving something great is because of the lack of understanding of what it really means to be wealthy, to be rich, because we are always looking at the glass half empty. I don't have this. I don't have that. I don't have the life that person lives. But what is the life you have? Enjoy that. And because of that, we create this ungratefulness. And what we sow ungratefulness in our lives is that's what we are bringing out to the world. And that's why all we do is complain. And we feel this. To be quite honest, just recently I got my gas bill. $282. I'm rounding it up. It was 281 and some change, so I'll just say 282. It was a little shocker, but I'm like, wow, how can it be so expensive? Now, I am living just with my wife. We don't have a large home. We have a decent sized home, but that kind of expense. I was thinking of the people who have large homes. What is their gas bill? Living a life, not extravagantly, but just living a life, have to bear the burden of all these expenses because of, somebody did not manage money well, and now we are in inflation. We are in all these kind of crises. But that doesn't change us, our life, because we learn to adapt with things. Because if we keep that attitude, all will be fine, we are not going to have a problem. And that the rich mindset will always kick in and say, I can afford it. I can. The minute you speak those positive words that I can afford it, things will just come naturally. But when we start saying things like, I can't afford it, we are creating an energy, we are creating an atmosphere in the universe, in this world, that I can't afford it. When God, the creator of this universe, has given everything at our disposal, but our mindset of comparison and evaluating people, because you drive a brand name car, you have a lot of money, you can afford it, and you're rich. I drive an average car, I can't, I'm poor. We have labeled this with each other. Be comfortable, content, and happy with what you have. There's nothing wrong to wanting a Mercedes-Benz, wanting a Bentley, Rolls-Royce. That's something we all desire, right? But for us to be disgruntled of what we have is a mindset lack, of lack. But a mindset of rich is, I'll get me a Bentley, I'll get me a Rolls Royce. But right now, I'm very happy with my Camry or with my Nissan or whatever you have. Enjoy that. You'll say, Nivesh, hey, I'm driving a rusty old car. That's okay. You have a car. You have a vehicle to get into and go to work. But if you're going to complain about what you have, then even what you have is going to start to disappear, because the energy that you're building in your life is constant of lack and struggle. But if you say, I am so blessed that I have a vehicle to get to work, I am so blessed that I have a job, that I can pay for the inflated gas prices, I can pay for eggs and have, instead of 5 eggs in the morning that some people eat. I know I've never tried eating 5 eggs, 3 max, but there are some people who are able to only eat 2 eggs in the morning because it's so expensive now. I have to cut down. But instead of saying I have to cut down, hey, I got 2 eggs. You could have nothing. Then you would really feel like, okay, I have nothing. But having a mindset of abundance only enhances abundance. A rich mindset will always feel rich, regardless of what the world says or what their life represents. But a lack mentality, they could live in a mansion and still feel that they are broke and they don't have nothing. So think about it and say, what is that I have that I should be grateful of? In the morning when you get up, you have 2 eyes to see. You have 2 hands to go to work or do things, grab a cup of coffee. You are able to walk on your 2 feet. You're able to breathe. The breath in itself is a blessing. So consider each of those things in your life as an abundance and a blessing, and you will feel a lot more rich than what you think you are. We are all rich. We just have poor mindset, and that's what makes us feel poor. So connect yourself with people who actually lift you up, encourage you, and look around you. All the people who love you, who cherish you, because there is nothing more than having love. And God is love, and He loves us, and He created this universe for us to enjoy. So let's take the benefit of it and say, thank you, God, for giving me so many blessings. If you don't believe in God, that's fine. Think of the great things that you have been surrounded by and enjoy it, because you are the richest person on this planet Earth. Don't look left, don't look right. Look at all the great things you do have. Reflect on it. If you think this has helped you in understanding having a rich mindset, making you aware that you are rich rather than always considering yourself that you're poor and broke, I feel you will get out of it, that funk that you feel in, and you will realize you are far more better than what you think you are. Because when we look at positivity in our life, all we grow is positivity. The more negative things we reflect on, that's what grows in our life. And so our job is to look beyond that. Thank you for listening. If you like this video, please subscribe, share, and give a thumbs up. And if you feel you need to add something to this, or you want to challenge my thought, please share it in your comments. I would love to hear from you. It doesn't matter what it is that you have that feeling. Be free. express it. I would love to know what you feel. Have a wonderful day wherever you are at, and know that you're the richest person that is around. Have a great day.